Ready to go. All righty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see you all here this evening, and great to see all of you online with us as well this evening. Thursday night, it is the last few moments of January 2019. And January 2019 is gone forever. All right. Tomorrow is February. All right. So that's good and it's bad. I think January for many has been the longest month in history. You got paid on the 6th of December and they put like 4 months between the end of, then and the end of January. But we finally made it. We've all been paid. We can breathe again. And we are moving now into 2019 for real with February starting tomorrow. The good bit as well, I think, is that January kind of, for me, vanished. So I'm starting 2019 in February this year. We're going to be 11 months long this year. So it's just awesome. But I'm glad you're with us here. We want to make DuePoint and your time in 2019 valuable. We've had a couple of really dud years. I remember 2016. Geez, I was happy to see the back of 2016. And 2018 is, I think, for many South Africans, been a year they're happy to see the back of. Let's make 2019 a year we're not happy to see the back of. One we remember for the good things. And that's what we want to talk about with you this evening at DuePoint. DuePoint, ladies and gentlemen, to start with, is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. This is important to note. You might not have heard of DuePoint. It's because we're part of a greater insurance company. It's listed, it's licensed. It was founded in 1952. This is a 7-decade-old insurance company. We faced an interesting problem a couple of years ago in 2015 when we created DuePoint, which was one that has only got worse over time, way faster than we even expected back in 2015. There was a twofold problem. Firstly, as a corporate, we were starting to realize that South Africans were running out of money, and therefore anyone selling anything was going to start suffering. Traditional forms of distribution, advertising, TV, radio, all of that stuff that you've seen, brokers, agents in the field, all of that sort of jazz, we're bringing in less and less sales every month as South Africans were moving on to different forms and different things with their limited resources. The second part of the same problem was we realized that South Africans had lost control of their income. South Africans were no longer able to secure for themselves careers, secure for themselves consistent, reliable income, and secure for themselves a proper future. South Africans were starting to lose jobs faster than jobs were being created. And they were starting to have less and less income every year. Up until the last couple of years, I think the government's been telling us that inflation's been around 6.5% per annum. But the economists in the last 24 months have been starting to say, no, that was never actually true. For the guy on the street, you and me, inflation's been closer to 20%. And last year, it was the worst it's been probably in our history, which means I think it's close to 25%. If I look at the prices of things, it's got to be up there. I was in Dis-Chem this weekend. Dis-Chem is the worst shop in the world. Why? Because you physically cannot walk out of Dis-Chem with less than like $1,000. I don't know if when you walk in the door they charge you for walking in the door. The prices have gone crazy in Dis-Chem. I wanted to buy an aftershave. Now I remember when I was a kid, you buy an aftershave, it was 300 Rand. This stuff came with gold floating inside it. Do you remember that? Now on special for 1,300 Rand, 40% off. I'm like, who pays 2,000 Rand for aftershave? But that's on their shelf in Dis-Chem. Inflation has been out of control for the last 5 or 6 years. And as a result, we as South Africans are in a financial crisis. We are. Most South Africans haven't realized it yet, but the next 24 months is going to open their eyes to the crisis we're in. Right now, there are 300 and about 75,000 new entrants into the South African market in the form of matriculants, and another 250,000 people who were employed last year are unemployed this year. That's 500 plus thousand people that became unemployed in 2019, and it's January. Folks, we are in crisis. And these things we saw them happening in 2015, and we said, how do we design a system that can fix this? We don't want to be another one of these things that sells Tupperware and creams and Bitcoin, and we don't want to be that, because that doesn't create wealth. We want to be a proper, genuine wealth solution. How do we do it? Well, we wanted to hook into a few things. Firstly, we wanted to hook into our natural ability as South Africans to be self-employed. We are social entrepreneurs by spirit. When there's problems, none of us have got one job, we all got 5 jobs. We get out there and we do the work. We wanted to tap into that, and we wanted to form a completely new type of distribution that would solve our problem as a corporate and your problem or our problem as people in financial crisis. And we put together what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as an individual to contract with us, Constantia DuePoint, as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, we're going to give you one task. It's not going to be selling. It's not going to be advising or advertising or carting products around. It's going to be one task. We want you to go out and connect the 55 million South Africans that are out there in financial crisis right now to us. That's all. Just connect them. If you connect them, you automatically form a new platform of distribution for us, into which we as the insurance company can facilitate the purchase of our products and create revenue for us and wealth for you. This wealth is in the form of a recurring, reliable income. Not a cash in transit, not you sold the pot so you got money once off. This is a recurring, reliable income that is in every month, no matter what you are doing. Whether you are sick or healthy, at work or on holiday, our automatic debit order system, because we use financial services products here, raises every month, and every month your income comes in. This is how you start to create wealth, not cash, wealth, a recurring, reliable income that comes in. We then designed the system to take into account the South African circumstance. So I always tease, I say people who come to DuePoint or who are connected to DuePoint have already got their page with listed excuses on before they arrive. They're coming because it's their friend and they feel bad. Okay, I'll come. But to get out tonight, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 excuses that I will use to get out of this. Folks, we're going to start crossing those all off. The DuePoint system was designed by South Africans for South Africans in the South African circumstance. We understand the pressures you are under. You don't have time. Congratulations, that doesn't make you special, that makes you South African. We don't have time. We work 80, 100 hours a week, all of us. I understand that. So we designed a system that works around you not having time. It's a system that knows that you don't want to sell or present. You're tired of that. You're tired of having people do that to you. Excellent. You don't present and you don't sell in our system. Our system is a system that gives you leverage. Leverage is what your boss does to you. He hired 100 people to create profit for him. In our system, you're able to create teams and channels of individuals that will go out and create wealth for you even as you sleep. This is a 24-hour-a-day system. You're not delivering stock. You don't have to bring your bakkie at 3 in the morning and deliver to someone. Someone using our technology can instantly create wealth for you using our tech 24 hours a day. We let you use the system at DuePoint for free. There is no startup cost, no admin fee, no application form fee, no monthly fee for using the DuePoint system. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer and get the entire system at no cost to you. So tonight is not a financial risk decision. Tonight you're not going to be parting with money. It is a decision to start making change in your life. You're not selling. You're not brokers. You're not agents. You're not representatives. And you're not doing any form of advertising. And therefore, everybody in South Africa can be a wealth engineer. Every single one of them. And every one of them can create an asset for themselves. A real asset, not the ones that are spoken about on Facebook and work from home. And no, real assets. What is a real asset? A real asset is something that creates a recurring income for you even when you can't work on it. The income comes in. It is something you can sell. And it is something, as it is in DuePoint, that will automatically be transferred to your children when you pass away. And the income that you've created in this life will be an income they earn during their lifetime, and it will be handed on to their children and children and children. We now put you in a position to create intergenerational wealth, not just wealth today. Everything else you've ever done, whether it was selling, whether it was your job, whether it was your own business, was something that you could not leave behind to your children. It ended the day you ended. At DuePoint, you will create something that has perpetual life to it. Folks, we've built it in a system that's completely convenient to you. No stock, no presentations, no sales. All we want you to do is connect South Africans to us using our technology. We do all the work from that point forward. As you connect South Africans to us, they're going to catch the vision of what we're trying to do here like you. become wealth engineers like you, and we allocate them to you, and your channel is born. These individuals will go out and do the same thing, using our technology, anywhere in the country, any time of the day, any day of the year. They will connect wealth engineers or individuals to us who will become wealth engineers, and we will allocate them to you over and over again as your channel of distribution for DuePoint spreads out across the country. We come along then as DuePoint, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout your channel. And your wealth, your income is born without you having to do a single presentation, without you having to do a single sale. And you have created lifetime, permanent, recurring income. We give and distribute this wealth to you in two ways. The first way is through our returns program. It pays you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month that it is made, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made. So you're going to go out tonight. You're going to connect a few individuals to DuePoint. They'll become a wealth engineers. They'll pay for their products. And you will get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. You'll get 55 Rand every month for every product payment. Now, you have control in our system. That's one of our core visions, is to give independent earning control back into your hands. If these individuals take 2 products, you get 110 Rand. 3 products, you get 165 Rand. 4 products, you get 220 Rand. So it doesn't matter how much money they'll give you for selling the pot, you can earn more money at DuePoint. And instead of earning it once off, with a single connection to DuePoint, you have created an income that is there every month thereafter without you having to run back to your friends to beg them to buy again. It automatically comes in. These individuals go out and they connect a few people to us. Those connections result in a product payment, and you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. In this example, you've been here 5 minutes. You've put a little bit of effort in, and you're earning 1,000 Rand a month with us at DuePoint. That's 12,000 Rand a year, and you've created it very quickly without any of the running around and carrying application forms and carting boxes of stock. Simply connecting. And you're earning 12,000 extra Rands a year. You don't quit your job to do this. You just add it. It's supplementary to your life. Now, these guys go out, you do some more time and effort into the construction of your channel, and you will continue to earn, but now on a diminishing basis, but only to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, you always get 4% of R27.50 for every product payment anywhere in your channel, as long as you qualify to earn. This is a business that does not limit your potential. I've been to so many presentations where you can earn to this point and you can earn to here and you need that. No, this is unlimited. You can earn on every point as long as you qualify to earn. And it means that you can build an asset that is intergenerational. When it's got to 25 points, you hand it over to your children, they build it to 50, and so on, and you can earn on the entire channel. Go and watch our videos. Go to our YouTube channel, watch the training, and you will realize how we have uncapped your potential for earnings. Maybe you only want 5,000 Rand a month. That's okay. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Everyone earns R1 million after 90 days and all that nonsense we see on Facebook and WhatsApp and all of that. No. You might say, I just need 5 grand more a month. Great. You can make 5 grand with DuePoint. But maybe you say, no, I need 50 grand a month. Well, you can make 50 grand too. Some of you and some of our wealth engineers have said, well, I want 200,000 Rand a month. No problem. It all comes down to how hard you are willing to work and how much time you put in. The payment at DuePoint is time. It's not your money. I'm not taking your money tonight. It's time. And I can calculate how much you're going to earn at DuePoint if you put the time in. We've been around for long enough. We've got the data. I can be pretty accurate in describing what you can earn at DuePoint. If you do what we call our 3+2 growth rate formula. Now, you can grow at any rate you like. You can put 100 people in, you can put no people in. But if you put 3+2 in, that means in your first month with us, you put 3 people in. That's it. You've got a whole month to find 3 people. And then in your second month and every month thereafter, you put 2 people on your first point. If you can do 2 connections a month, 1 every 15 days, not 50 connections, not 30. I've heard all of these things in presentations. No, we don't have time for that because we're South Africans. Remember, we're South Africans, we don't have time. All right. But we have got time to put 2 people in an entire month. But we do that every month. We do it over Christmas. We do it over Easter that's coming up. We do it when it's our birthday. We always put in 2 people first before we rest. If we can do that, and we can do that every month, then after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month with us. Now, some of you might have gone, no ways, I want 50,000 Rand, I want 100,000 Rand. Well, you can get there too, just connect more people. But if you're only going to connect 2 people a month, then after 6 months, you are earning 30,000 Rand a year every month going forward in the DuePoint system. If you can do 6 more months with us, a year, that's this time next year, guys. That 2.5 becomes 9 to 10,000 rand a month. 9 to 10,000 rand. Can you put 2 people in a month for a 1,000 rand a month raise? How many of you are going to get a 1,000 rand a month raise this year from your jobs? No, yeah. It's the truth. In South Africa today, how many people get a 10,000 rand raise at the end of every year? Now, you're in control of this one. This is not guaranteed. You see, if you do 0 plus 0, where you put nobody in and nobody in every other month, you'll get nothing after 12 months. I can calculate that 100% accurately. 100% accurately. But if you're able to connect 2 people every month, then our averages over the database says that you should be on around 9 to 10,000 rand. 120,000 rand a year. It's your tool. You've done it on the side. You've still got your jobs. DuePoint hasn't run away like everything else we see, fly in and fly out. We've been here a long time, 68 years. Okay, this is for real, listed on the JSE, etc., etc., etc. 1 year, and you're 10,000 rand a month richer. Can you do it for 2 years? If you can do it for 2 years, it rises to 27 to 30,000 rand a month. I haven't asked you to increase how many connections you make. I haven't asked you to make sure they pay, that they don't cancel, that they lapse, because they're going to do all of that. They're not going to pay, they're going to lapse, they're going to cancel. Okay? That happens to a large percent. But another percentage stays and grows. Okay? And as that happens, your income goes from 10 to 30,000 rand a month. If you can do it for 3 years, it'll rise to about 40 to 45,000 rand a month. 3 years. Any of you going to be up 45,000 rand a month in the next 3 years? I can answer with certainty, no, because of the statistics coming out of SARS. I know what people are earning in South Africa. 45,000, you're already in the top 15% of South Africa. You've done it in 3 years, not 3 minutes, guys. This is not a get-rich, Facebooky, WhatsAppy thing. You have to put 36 months in. Now, that's where I lose South Africans. Because the other thing about being South Africans is we work hard, but we're really lazy. It's easy to pitch at work and leave at 5. It is. You go and you lock your door and then you walk out at 5. But here we say, no, sorry guys, you can't create wealth out of nothing. We have to create wealth out of time and labor. And your labor is not 5 minutes. This is not 2 weeks and you're rich, 90 days and you're in the Mediterranean. No. This is 3 years and you're on 45,000 rand a month out of DuePoint. Nothing else in the South African economy today can build that for you. Not even the get-rich-quick promises. They won't do it for you either. But in reality, at DuePoint, we can do it. If you do 4 years with us, it rises to 60 to 65,000 rand a month. Can you imagine a world in which you earn 720,000 rand a year? Can you imagine that world? Have you even aspired to earn that amount of money? I would imagine most of you haven't. Most of you would say, if I could earn $500,000 a year, that would be amazing. Well, in 4 years, we can get you to 720,000. If you can do 5 years with us, it'll rise to 80 to 100,000 rand a month. That's R1 million a year. You are now in the top 0.5% of earners, and you've done it in half a decade. Not 5 months, not 5 weeks, not the first 50 people you spoke to who didn't pay, who lapsed, who canceled. No. 5 years of adding 2 people every month. That's it, just 2 people every month. And you're on 100,000 rand a month. You want it to go quicker? Connect more people. We've got it already at DuePoint. We've proven the mathematics repeatedly over and over again. Just last week, we had 2 new people on stage with us. We had Paul. Paul's been with us for 6 months. He was overseas for one of those months. And look, 6 months, 2,442 rand. What did I say you'd be on after 6 months? 2,500 rand a month. Ta-da! It's nothing like 20 years of data to forecast accurately. What about Norma? Been with us for 15 months. Works full time. Always late because she's always working overtime. Doesn't have time for anything. She says at the end of this last year, she fought with her employer, a major medical aid in South Africa, for a 5,000 rand increase. She said, you know what? Bugger that. If I just pick up the DuePoint tool, I'll make a 5,000 rand increase for myself. And 3,500 rand later, she's nearly there. You want to give yourself a 5,000 rand increase? Go out and give yourself a 5,000 rand increase. You can't do that on the job. But here at DuePoint, you pick the tool up, you connect individuals over and over again until such time as you have created the income that you want. It's not going to be 5 people, ladies and gentlemen. It might be 500 people. But whatever it takes is what you do to create your wealth. You don't have to sell, you don't have to present. You use our technology just to connect the individuals to us, and we do the rest of the work for you. People have been doing it for years at DuePoint. Some are earning a couple of $100,000, a couple of thousands, tens of thousands, 100,000 plus. We've got all of them here. Their testimonies are on YouTube. Every one of them. Go and look at their testimonies. And this is a fraction of the database of people earning at DuePoint. We just pick a few every month, and we put them on stage, and we record them, and we put them on YouTube so that you can choose. You have to choose to engage with DuePoint. It's not a magical wand. It's a tool. And like every tool, you have to actually use the tool if you want to make it. Choose the level of engagement that you want, and you can get involved in creating wealth here at DuePoint. We then reward you in a second way through our XP Rewards training program. It teaches you to be a successful wealth engineer. It teaches you to be a successful entrepreneur. It teaches you about the industry we're in. It trains you in every aspect of creating wealth. As you complete the steps in the program, we reward you with XP points. The XP points accumulate, and as your channel grows, we rank you up in the training program. And as we rank you up, we reward you. There's cash in it to be rewarded on top of the returns we were just talking about. And when you get to about rank 5, we start equipping you with tools and lifestyle changes. Rank 5, it's an imported lightning memory stick from the US, plugs into every single electronic device in South Africa, and allows you to connect individuals to us, whether you're online or offline. At rank 7, you get a 20,000 Rand set of gold-gilded, custom-made, imported business cards. There's nothing like a gold-gilded business card to get somebody's attention. If you want to link and connect people to South Africa, when you put that card in their hands, that is exactly what they're going to do. At rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size with us every year that you do, for the rest of your life, we take you and your family away on a 5-star trip, all expenses paid, business class. Not what you've seen on Facebook, oh, we'll take you here and there, but it's economy and it's just you. It's business class. It's you and your family. We go in December every year when it's expensive and hot and your kids are on holiday. And it's all expenses paid. Now, normally you would see pictures and that been sucked off of the internet. Yeah, we don't have to do that because we've been in the past and we're going again in the future. The plans are already rolling out for this year. You'll be happy to know, Donnie, your holiday's being planned already. You're only 4 weeks out from the last one, but I'm already planning your next one. If you do the work to get to rank 9, and it's not going to take you 5 minutes because this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It might take you 5 months. That's our record to rank 9. But it might also take you 31 months. We've had rank 9s go rank 9 in their 31st month with us. This is not a competition. There's no deadline. It's how long you work to get to rank 9. And when you do, we take you away on trips that look like this. Feels like a long time ago, but that's how long January's been. Because we were there in December. Now, that's our culmination of trips that we're showing you pictures of there. And we're going again at the end of December. And the question we ask in every presentation 300 times during every year is, who's coming with us? And what do? We leave it in your hands. And you know what you do? You select yourself out. We don't select. DuePoint doesn't prejudice. It doesn't select. It doesn't care who you are or where you come from. But you're going to go, that's for other people. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to yourself? Every single person in South Africa is given the task of connecting people to us. That's all. And that means that every one of you is capable of coming with us. Every single one of you. It is a decision to put the work and the time in. That's all that it is. At rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded, it's not financed, it's not rented from us, and we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car. And you'll use that car to build further freedoms here at DuePoint, because that's 11 of the 28 ranks in our training program. So what's in the second 2/3, if that's what's in the first third? Well, there's a couple of rank 12s and 13s and that in our system. Go and ask them. Go and ask them what's in there. And you can decide for yourself how much effort you want to put in. Ladies and gentlemen, we create this wealth obviously off of the back of our financial services products, and there's 4 of them in the DuePoint system currently. First one is our Access Wealth Plan. Our Access Wealth Plan costs 324 Rand a month, and for that you're going to get 2 of the finest products in the market right now. Your first one is your very own tax-free investment account, and your second is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. We take 100 Rand of the 324, we put it into your investment account every month, and therefore this product actually only costs you 224 Rand a month, because the other 100 Rand is yours. And you begin to build an asset with us before you've connected your first person here at DuePoint. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover for 249 Rand a month. No waiting periods, no medical examinations or declarations, and no maximum age limits. Anybody of any age, of any walk of life in South Africa can be involved with DuePoint for 249 Rand a month. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It gives you 2 benefits as well. One is funeral cover. You can pick 20 or 30,000 Rand, and whether you want 5 or 10 family members on the plan. And the principal member gets 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, which means that when they pass away, we cover 10,000 Rands worth of your outstanding debt so that your children don't have to. And then our last product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month. For that, you get to be a member of our Buyers Club. You get access to all of our corporate suppliers, giving you discounts, prices, vouchers, VIP services, etc., that you couldn't possibly get as an individual. Folks, just this last 2 weekends ago, the 19th, we did our annual product review where we talk about how incredible our products are. We don't spend a lot of time in this intro on them. They're the best in their class. Go and watch that training video. It's on your app under Tools. It's video number 6, and you can find it on our YouTube channel. In there, you will understand how those 4 products are class-leading products. In addition, on that day, we launched our brand new Wealth Points Supplier, Cell C, into the Wealth Points Buyers Club, where you can now get 10 to 20% discount on airtime and data through DuePoint's Wealth Points Supply. Just now, Peter here was telling me about how he got a quote on a Ford from Ford, Eagle Ford, who's one of our suppliers, 91,000 Rand discount. Why? For being a wealth engineer, a Wealth Point supplier, a Wealth Point member, rather, of our Wealth Points Buyers Club. People come to me and say, oh, but I don't get a big enough discount at Checkers. Yeah, well, you get a discount at Checkers and Take a Lot and Ford and Cell C and da-da-da. Add that up and see how you can completely change your monthly expenditure. DuePoint follows the 2 rules of wealth. Increase earnings, we do it through rewards and returns. Decrease expenditure, we do it through our products and our Wealth Points Buyers Club. If that were not enough, in 2019, we are launching and have launched a brand new incentive for everybody who wants to change their life this year. Many of you will say, I'm too busy, I need 5 years at least. Fine, you've got 5 years. But there'll be some of you out there who say, you know what, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of the circumstances I live in South Africa, and I want the change this year. We launched what we call the 365 challenge for those people. Just for those. The rest of you don't have to do anything. But for those who want to change their lives in 1 year, we launched this for you. It says that in the first 365 days that you're a wealth engineer, so it starts the day you become a wealth engineer. If you can put 365 people into your channel, that's an average of 1 a day, but you can do it in groups. We're not looking at per day. We're looking at 365. You put 365 people on your first point. We'll give you, firstly, a 365,000 Rand check at the end of that year. Your channel will naturally and automatically have grown with 365 people in it to a channel that's beyond rank 9, which means you're coming with us away at the end of this year on our 5-star holiday. It will have grown beyond rank 11, which means you'll be getting this year your first, perhaps ever, brand new motor car. And your channel will have grown to a size we think conservatively of around 500,000 a year in returns. That means you'll have received 865,000 Rand in cash, a car, and an overseas trip in the first 12 months you're with us here at DuePoint. So I've been joking recently saying that even the people who only look for get rich quick, well, we've kind of given it to you if you can last a year. If you can last a year. Folks, it's out there for you. We still have, even for those of you who have not got 30 people in this month, and you've been here since the beginning of January, you've got 11 more months. It's not a one per day exercise. These things will come in waves. If you're putting the pressure and the work in, some months you'll do 50 people, some months you'll do 12. But at the end of the day, 12 months from now, all of you are capable of putting 365 people in. We played a video just a short while ago of a lady who put 1,200 people in 1 month. So if she can put 1,200 people in, you can put 365 in a year. All right. So it's not impossible. It's just hard. But hard comes with 1.25 million Rands worth of rewards. This year, 2019. Remember how happy we are that 2018 is over? How happy will we be at the end of 2019 if that is our reality? This is out there for every South African today. To become a wealth engineer this evening, super simple. You go to our website, DuePoint.net. Click on apply and join. You can go and watch all of our product videos, find out everything you need to know about DuePoint on there. It's all open book. We're a listed public company. And fill out the application form. It'll take you less than 3 minutes, and you're a wealth engineer this evening, and not a single cent of your money will have left your pocket. And this evening, you can start building wealth for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the JSC's website and look up Conduit Capital, and you'll find Constantia listed on the JSC. Go to the FSCA's website and find our long-term and short-term insurance licenses registered there. You'll find as well that we're an authorized and registered financial services provider, and all of our FSP licenses there as well. Whatever may be your concern, believe you me, we've already crossed that bridge and sorted it out. At DuePoint, you are dealing with the only genuine economic solution for South Africans today. Rank 4s and above, Converge Conference is in about 10 days' time. I hope you have your tickets. I hope you've paid for them. If you haven't paid already, you're going to have to beg and plead with Jane to get those tickets paid tomorrow onwards. It's literally 9 days now to the conference. Guys, if you are rank 4s and above and you have guests that have not yet paid, get them to call in immediately. Tomorrow morning, client service, get those payments in. We need to start booking final tables and seats. This is going to be our biggest event of the year. It is our annual recognition conference. It's where you get to see the big builders and the wealth earners around the country gathered in one room. You don't get to see them here because we are a nationwide company. You don't get to see all the guys, the big shooters, but there you can see it. So if you want to come with and you're not rank 4, find a rank 4. Either talk to your upline or to someone in the room around you who's rank 4 and above and get them to book you a ticket. You've literally got basically tomorrow to get it in. So please get it in so that we can book these tickets and get your spot secured for the 9th of February at Melrose Arch, our biggest event of the year. You can't afford to miss it. Nominees for all of our awards are starting to be displayed on our Facebook site as well. So keep following us on Facebook if you want to do it. And that reminds me as well, guys, we released a brand new app update today for the DuePoint app. Please go and download that app. It now helps you track your 365 progress literally on the front of your dashboard. So make sure you get that. It'll make life easier for you on that. Look, our friend Bill Gates has joined us this evening. Thanks. I'd like to restart later if that's, remind me later, restart now. I think I'll pick another time. I'll just remind me later. Alrighty. Folks, DuePoint, you've now seen and heard just about everything. The rest you'll find on our website and our YouTube channel. We are interested in finding people who want to make a change and who have realized that they are in financial crisis. I'm not joking. That's not a marketing stunt. In South Africa, we're in crisis. The only solution in 2019, and again we say that with absolute confidence, is DuePoint. And DuePoint during 2019 will be the only conversation that South Africans have. If you're in a job or if you believe you're secure, believe you me, you aren't. We need to start creating something of security in South Africa, and we believe it to be DuePoint. If you've got questions and concerns, come and ask us. It's completely natural. Come and ask the questions, But what we don't want is for you to leave tonight without this tool in your hands. We don't have time left to waste on something that you will inevitably have to pick up and do in South Africa. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for having me. I'm going to see you guys all outside. And for everyone who's tuned in live, tomorrow at 12:15, you've got Rob Shame. I know he's not as good as me, but he's on at 12:15 tomorrow. So tune back in. And then it's Saturday morning, and we've got a great session starting at 10 o'clock on Saturday for everybody. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow.